Okay, mate. Yeah, let's have a look at Pendle here. I've been working a lot on my voice and it's feeling a lot better today, which is great. Hopefully it stays good. Now, it was good last week and then it went bad again, so I'm hoping I can continue to build it. But Pendle is looking very, very interesting, I have to say. You know, the strength coming into here. I mean, is it a pennant? Is it a large bullish pennant that's forming here? Like we had a slightly similar pattern here. Not a pennant as such because it rolled over here, but it was a large consolidation pattern. Look at the stop hunt there. I didn't draw that line perfectly, but look at the stop hunt down here. It's fantastic before that move. It looks at this point is we're not going to get this move, and it's moving up now. There's another way of looking at this as well. Is this a W pattern? Now, if we move back up on here, this can be a W pattern with a higher low, and then you take the target of the pattern from here, you know, extend it to here, and it's giving you a $10 target. That's quite interesting. It's giving you a $10 target. Now, as you can see, it can run further. Like when you take the pattern here and you take the depth of the pattern here, you can see that a real breakout in a hot market, it can run a lot more. So your $10 target is your base target. Overall, the structure of this chart looks absolutely fantastic in the fact that, you know, a daily chart here, you know, that we have the moving averages forming, we have the large base, the breakup of the base. It reminds me of maybe Link or Ren. Let me just look 1 second. Now, not identical, but you can see the large base on Ren here, and you can see the large base here on Pendle one day, and then you can see the formation of the red 200 moving average. You can see the formation of the red 200 moving average, and price continued to move higher in support, moved higher in support. Then it built out the large base here. Well, here on the moving averages, different pattern this time. This is a pattern here, but you can see what happened here when this ran out. That's some old analysis on that. But I'm not going to remove it now. It's been there for a while, but yeah, so you can see the way it held this pattern here, but when it broke out, it had an explosive move higher when it broke these ranges. So if you had, in fact, bought somewhere down in here before it actually broke out, you would have done very well. So that's just you know, a slight comparison, but if we are going to have a new green 3 month, right? I mean, 8 days left. Yeah, 8 days. If we're going to have a green 3 month, I mean, this does look very interesting to do something like that. Maybe I went too far there on up to 15. Who knows though, right? Who knows? Maybe I can move back to 10 to be realistic about it. But you know, it may be realistic to even say to 15, right? You just don't know. You know, if we are going to get hot in this market, are going to move up. This has been a stronger coin. It's got relative strength. It's on all-time highs when a lot of other coins are really poor. This seems to be one of those new, powerful, strong coins that, you know, the market has been poor, and this is on its all-time highs, and it's a new coin, relatively new coin. So I mean, I really do recommend trading a new quarter, but there may be a trade in this beforehand. Like, look at this. This monthly has flipped green here, and there's 8 days left. I mean, if we dip back down on a new month to fill this wick and flip green again, that's a buy, right? That's a buy to see what this can run to. That is also obviously a new quarter that we just looked at. So the quarterly there that I drew is kind of lining up with the monthly, you know, filling this candle. You know, we need to watch it. The ideal situation is for the dip and then the flip green, right? If it does flip green, well, that's a sign of strength, just like it did here. And this is interesting. This is similar to the quarterly chart. You know, you get the small candle and then you get, well, a dip before move higher. If we go back to the quarterly, you can see that it's a small candle after a big move up. A big move up and a small candle. Yes, there was a wick on it, but so, I mean, if it dipped right there, that would be unbelievable. Just to the base here and use that as support. If it done that, that would be absolutely fantastic. that is my ideal buying point if it gives it, right? I think that would be a fantastic point because it fills a slight bit of the wick. It uses the previous 3 months as support. It pops up, flips green, and then runs. That's my ideal way that this could all play out, and you can see that there, which is also filling the quarterly wick. Does the market always give you what you want? Not really, but if we dip down into that level, I think it's fantastic, and it's a really, really good level to be watching. If you look at it, it's also the close and the open here as well, into that area roughly there as well. Do you want to get involved before that? Is it going to run big before that? It's always possible into the end of the quarter. Sometimes on poor quarters, the last week of the quarter can move big, and then the charts don't look so bad anymore moving into the quarter, and it can be very frustrating if they do that because you're kind of waiting for a new quarter, and then they move without you into the end of the quarter. So I've seen that a few times, and it's kind of ruined my entry plans for a new quarter before, and I'm kind of hoping that it doesn't do that, but obviously it's still always nice to see the market move up if you're already holding coins. 8 days left. This is a fantastic recovery from down in here. It's actually it's a bullish. I was going to say it's a bullish stop hunt there, but it is. Look at this bullish 2-week stop hunt, right? That was fantastic. Shame I wasn't more focused on that. It would have been a very, very nice trade. What is that bounced from there? Yeah, my God, 30%. It's already up 30%. Yeah, frustrating. It's already up 30% this 2 week. That was the flush. That was the bad flush, and it's already up. So if you really want in, I would trade a new weekly candle, but I also think that a new monthly and a new quarterly should give some trades. This does look strong. It does look very good. It's a new coin. It's got that structure that we like to see. I need to double check on the market cap, so I'm not sure on that right now. Yeah, okay, I just checked it, and the market cap is $957 million. So it's just under $1 billion. Some of these coins, some of these new coins can run to $20 billion, right? Some of them have done in the past, in alt seasons, of course. Is this going to 20x from here? Is this one of those coins that can run to $20 billion in the heat of the bull market, right? Is this only warming up, like for one of those coins? I really don't know. I really, really don't know. It's interesting. Is this if that touches 20, is this a $130 coin? Well, I'm not too sure. But some of these, you think, all right, it's getting to $1 billion, and then all of a sudden it does this huge spurt and huge growth. In crypto we can't rule it out, but getting entries on new quarters and stuff can be the important time for getting involved on these. The likelihood is that it won't run to 20 billion, but it's always possible. Dogecoin's sitting at 20 something billion. I'm just looking at my other screen here now. Dogecoin is 18 billion, XRP 27 billion, Solana 62 billion, ADA is sitting at 13 billion. But of course, they were a lot higher in the last bull market. AVAX and DOT are sitting around 8 or 9 billion, and of course they were multiples higher as well. But so far, right, I really like this inside bar. It looks like a bullish inside consolidation. Okay, mate, so you can see here on link this example of this inside consolidation bar, and then the next 3-month candle opened up and powered higher. So it definitely is worth watching here on a new quarter to see if this can continue. Small dip, look at this tiny dip, and then it flipped green and it ran.